a teleportation tablet that fell out of Elisha's bag as they ran away from your conflict in the kind of chambers of Avandra, the Changebringer, in the bottom of Gordranus. From there, you arrived on top of the headquarters of the Vermilion Dream, the consortium of the Vermilion Dream, which Elisha is a part of. After kind of looking around and following back three or four of the kind of grunts of the Vermilion Dream, you happened across the owner of what was it called? Bone Garden, who gave you a map, and apparently people kind of like them. And you met the Artful Dodger, so aptly named because he sounds like Mickey Mouse. The only accent I could think of at the time for an Artful Dodger. From there, you went back to the First Eclipse, which is the kind of tavern front of the consortium of the Vermilion Dream. Figured out how to get into the kind of underlayer of the tavern, where the consortium were holding a meeting, and you back upstairs. Nova wild shaped into a spider to avoid detection. Crawled down, hung over the kind of top of the meeting space. Nice D20, Ash. You're doing your wheel it well. And overheard them speaking of a sort of plot with Rubidian elephants. And Elisha kind of stepped out the shadows and basically told them that you guys were here. And we kind of ended there. Elisha kind of stepped out the shadows.
No!
Made the presence known.
We're gonna fight!
Bearing in mind that there was a group of 5 elders and around about 10 to 15 consortium members around this kind of table. So we begin with Nova kind of dangling over the top. Can you make me a perception check when you're back, spell? Any questions before we go?
Nope.
Nope. A perception check.
Sorry, guys. Didn't put so much salt on the chicken. What am I doing? Perception.
Perception.
Advantage?
Yeah. You get advantage. Oh no, wait. Did the goggles technically? Yeah, they whatever you're wearing. Anti-brand. Kind of looking over Elisha. You see on the kind of hilt dagger. Looks a bit like broken glass. Something that weren't wielded before.
Does it look like the dagger that the gobshite fucking ginger dwarf thing was wielding? Who stabbed me with?
Ghosts.
What?
We're talking about your old character.
Oh, I was. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Kind of like sat there, kind of dangling over. The kind of general vibe in the room kind of goes back to a hush as kind of one of the elders turns around and starts speaking with them. Seren, we have got a few issues to deal with first. We first must deal with the library. The Cobalt Soul there seem to be closing in on a few of our members, so we must continue working with politicians to see if we can get some sort of leverage. And also, blasted Prolix, the one who kind of must have hired these mercenaries to hunt down us, see what we're up to. Can't let them know how close we are to Netherdeep. And the light kind of steps forward and is like, so what we've got currently is we've got an elf. Turtle, you can't miss him, he's quite large. Very defensive looking. We have a rational barbarian looking fellow and with a big maul on his back and
That's an insult.
a shifty looking fellow who seems to be able to create an echo of himself.
In
So-
what fucking world am I rational?
Irrational.
Oh, that makes more sense. Thank you.
Was not what he said.
100% heard rational.
Yeah, I
Oh,
heard
said
rational.
Thank you.
Irrational. I do apologize.
Okay, thank you. Because I was like, there. He's talking about a different gang of people, obviously.
It mustn't have caught up mustn't have picked up the first bit of irrational.
That's fine. Thank you.
I've
It
got my
was
headphones on and I definitely still heard rational.
You can suck my left testicle.
No thanks. Good.
We must put a stop.
I
to
will,
these-
King.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a bit on the late side, that.
Good to know.
You already had his
We
mouth
must
stuffed
stop
with
the-
something else.
He's fucking training. We must stop the Allegiant Foresight from gaining any ground on us. We have taken great steps to be slightly ahead of where they are, but they will do anything to try and keep up. Remember, we are a relatively new faction in the city, and we aim to dig our claws in deeper where need be. So everyone has their own parts to play, and recruitment still required. Are there any questions? The guy at the back, the very far back left corner, raises his hand and goes, "When's the free meal?" And the elders just kind of hold the head in their hands and go, "So no more questions then." You're like, right, meeting adjourned until we next call. Now, upstairs, you can kind of hear the kind of rush of feet up the stairs. What are we doing?
You remember the barrel that we went down? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How many people can fit through that in one time?
Say it's about a man, a 2 wide passageway.
That makes no sense. Was it stairs or ladder? I thought it was ladder. Is it stairs?
No, it's like a stairway.
Yeah,
but
it's
like
stairway,
a
isn't it?
stairway walking down in a kind of circular pattern.
Okay. That's my question. Pass.
Okay.
Is Alicia going with them?
No, as you kind of watching Elisha, they pull out another tablet out of their kind of pocket and then pass from arcane energy through it and bam.
We should do that with our tablet.
Here's a question, sorry. Just does the tablet travel with them, or is it left behind?
Well, your tablets were consumed
Consumed. Okay, sorry.
as you pass from one place to another, so it's sort of like a one.
I'd remembered eating a tablet thing.
Okay. There's no way of knowing where they've gone.
Unless you could read the runes and left on
Can
the
we?
floor as they teleport.
Oh wait. Is the marks left on the
There
floor?
would be
Teleport.
kind of blue runes on the floor, but the left and kind of teleports out.
Oh.
Read the mash quick.
They kind
We
of
have to
say
think
how-
of something.
What way could I read them? Do you have to know the language, or?
You could roll me an Arcana check, but it'd be a high.
I might as well give it a go, mightn't I? 15.
Unfortunately, you need to be able to kind of discern.
Could I try then?
location.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Could I try and memorize them? Like the shapes of them?
Mm-hmm.
To be able to try and like draw them out later?
Make the intelligence check.
Intelligence.
See if you can, see if you can kind of remember them. You kind of get some of them, but
Okay.
not all of them.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
And as this is kind of happening downstairs, you can hear the kind of thunder, like kind of thunderous kind of wave of footsteps making their way to the very top of the kind of stairs now. Where are you three in regards to this as they're kind of walking up the stairs?
Not on the stairs.
Yes, that's a good one. I am also not on the stairs.
So you're not on the stairs, but are you still within the tavern, or are you now outside of the tavern?
I'm...
Well, we don't know what they've discussed.
No,
Because-
would you
Known what
naturally
they've discussed,
stick
but
around?
You will have heard them
Well,
walk up the stairs.
If you were going skulking in somewhere, though, will we not try and hang around to help? Or when you come back?
Oh, who? No,
I thought-
no, it's expendable.
I don't know. Well, I feel like we.
Ash is
Well,
far
like,
too busy
after-
eating chicken.
Oh, I haven't told Ding about Larissa like verbally abusing me last night. So like,
Oh god.
It wasn't just you. She abused all of us, right? Get over yourself, right? You're not special. Right? We all got abused, Ash.
I felt very hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
Yes, well, I was physically hurt afterwards, so I don't know what you're complaining about.
Broke his back while
What,
riding.
what is this in a battle of who got abused more?
Yeah, I win. No, sorry. Get wrecked. No, sorry. Okay, so I don't know. Can I just sit at the bar and pretend like I'm drinking? Because they're just looking for a barbarian, right? So can I just do I have a cloak on? I do, right? That armor has a cloak on it, right?
I thought you did because
Yeah.
that's where.
Yeah.
it's that
So
big
I'll just kind of hide Pyramall below it so that they can't see it because they're looking for a barbarian with a maul. So I'll just sit at the bar.
Yeah. Well, so you're gonna just kind of blend in. Yeah. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Yeah. You pretend to be a table. Get in, and they'll just think it's a spiky table. Gotcha.
Are there any seats that would put me out of sight of that doorway when they're coming up?
Bear in mind that the kind of tavern itself was quite empty.
Oh, great.
You.
Oh, fuck me. Just my luck, eh?
Being the total, you kind of stand out in this kind of population anyway.
Oh, you don't say. That's the fucking issue I'm trying to get around, Ding.
Make me a stealth check. In like,
Oh,
as you kind of sit in the
Jesus
corner.
Christ.
With a lampshade on his head.
Right, hold on a sec now. I said, is there somewhere that I could hide that is not within the doorway? I didn't say I was doing this right away. I was like, do I get the idea I can fucking see you?
You get the sense that you would stick out like a sore thumb anywhere in this tavern being of total descent.
Sick. I'm gonna leave the tavern then. If I can leave the tavern before they come up the stairs.
You've left the tavern.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
What are you doing?
An invisibility cloak horse.
Yeah. I'd probably need to get the fucking spell invisible one now.
So,
I'm sorry. No, I'm. No, I tell you what, I'm laughing at. I'm just thinking of horse invisibility being like, "It was me, Barry." I'm so sorry to derail it, but that's all I can think of was Horace going, I jacked you up.
Remember that time in 5th grade, Barry, when Jessica touched your knee and you came instantly? That was me, Barry. I jerked you off at super speed.
Oh my god. Goddamn Daldu.
So,
Anyway, sorry.
who's in the tavern currently?
Nova
Me.
is downstairs as a spider. Arcane is sat upstairs with Pyamol, which we'll get to in a second,
Under my cloak.
under his cloak. And you are where?
Oh, I think I'll keep Daldu company outside.
You absolute fucking bitch.
I'm sorry, baby.
Fuck off. If I die in here
Okay.
now, because this cunt has plans for me, I'm gonna be so pissed at you.
Okay,
Yes.
can you make me a
I'm just protecting my elders.
either a performance or a stealth check to kind of
Oh.
blend in in the kind of surroundings and
Look, sorry. Performance or what? Sorry, stealth?
performance of stealth to kind of blend into you.
That is fucked.
Kind of stampede of people make their way up. They kind of
Sorry.
sit on the seats kind of around you, and the kind of chef kind of starts bringing plates out and feeding kind of like the group with them. It's all the kind of like the same meal: like meat, a bit of potatoes, some veg, and then each of them's kind of like given like a pint of what could only be described as grog. Because they got the kind of cheap meal option.
Of course.
As you do.
Funnily enough, you, with Pyamol being so large and giving off such a glow, kind of attempts to kind of blend in and fade into the background, kind of falter a little bit. And you do have people kind of looking and kind of whispering, and like the elders who were kind of sat at like the very end of the room, keeping like a close eye on you, kind of having a conversation as to whether you could potentially be one of the people they were talking about. What is Nova doing in this? Big enough to house about 30 people.
Is that right, Ash? That's really cool.
Kind of like
What?
a bunch.
Oh. I was like, wait, what? What was
He
that?
got you good. He got you real good.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, no.
I'm gonna make my way up.
Gonna make way up.
Yeah.
Homebound.
Kind of
Walking
up the
fast.
stairs, because it's kind of with your spider-like section knife pointing in every which direction. You kind of focus on a bloke sat at the bar with kind of like a giant bulge sticking out the
Oh.
back.
Oh.
It's kind of
It's because I hang mine over my shoulder the way Horse does IRL.
kind of.
As Ding would
I've
say.
heard.
What have you heard, Ding?
I've heard that you could use his cock as Kevlar armor.
Jeez.
Wow.
Right.
That thick and that sturdy.
Okay.
Anyway,
Continue.
Okay.
Sounds like you don't have to worry about me anymore, Ash. It might be Horse's cock you have to worry about.
Okay. Oh.
away at 3.
Oh my god.
I can't deal with it. Stop.
After all this talk, thing just has to fucking see it. Like that's all he wants to do.
That's it. And Horse, I'm gonna tell you now, right? If it's not as big as we have in our head, like we're gonna be so disappointed. You are under
That's
so
on
much
fucking
pressure.
you. That's
know, I'm just
100% on you.
I'm just saying. Well, you know, like,
For
I'm
your
just saying
sake,
what
I
we're
hope I
expecting.
have a micro penis. Just to see the disappointment on your face.
Oh my god, that caught me off guard. Holy shit. I was not expecting that. I hope I have a micro penis. You won't.
And,
No.
OOC.
You kind of see at the kind of bar, you see a guy kind of cloaked, big bulge on his back, and that kind of bulge is kind of glowing.
You need to stop saying
Quite
it.
bulge is glowing quite nicely on his back.
God.
That's ladies and gentlemen, that's my bulge he's talking about, by the way.
You mean your bulgy wulgy?
You will.
So what you do with the bulge, lads?
I rub it when I need to.
Okay.
I don't think
You
it's my
asked.
turn.
Okay.
I don't. It's not my turn. Like.
But you're the one that's at the bar.
Yeah, but it's not my turn. I can't just do stuff when he's talking.
Do stuff.
I start rubbing my bulge. No.
No.
Make a performance check, see how you rub it. Nice.
It's an okay rub, I guess.
That's an okay rub.
Yeah.
Kind of polish
Okay.
it a little bit.
The side
Yeah,
hand
okay,
job.
we need to move this along because this is just
Yeah.
descending into complete degeneracy.
So Nova, what are we doing?
Making my way outside.
Downtown.
Making your way outside. Making our way downtown.
And because I've now heard them, I
Don't you
know
fucking
they're
leave me
looking
as
for
well.
us. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna go, like, obviously I'm gonna back into Nova, not Spider. And Ghost is the least obvious out of the three of us currently stood outside. Having clocked
job.
Dickhead sat at the bar
Uh-huh.
in the middle of a cult meeting
Uh-huh.
that are currently hunting for us.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna send Eldon in
Mm-hmm.
to go and retrieve
My lover.
Nobby sat at the bar.
Our simple-minded
Because
friend.
if I go in, I'm
If
not an elf. If
I would
Galdi
rather
goes
be.
in, he's a turtle.
I don't really like being called Nobby. If we could maybe adjust how we're addressing my character, if possible.
So you send an Eldon in to retrieve Nobby?
Yeah,
No,
Because I'm an elf,
no!
I'm
I don't want this to
Yeah.
stick.
I'm obvious.
Right.
The Nobby of the Optimus
Sick.
Claw,
They're gonna make this stick.
equally as obvious.
Right, okay, Eldon, so you've been elected to go in and collect
Just need to.
Come in and get me, you sexy
Just-
bastard.
Okay. Just grab him
ask
by
him.
the bulge.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
Maybe.
how but knowing that as Noah's come out, she's kind of
And I've explained to you the fact that they're hunting us and actively looking.
yeah,
for us.
as she's come out and kind of explained to you that you know that you're here in the city, that they know that you kind of were tasked by Prolix, who kind of works for the Allegiance of All Sight, who's kind of another big faction in the city. You kind of that you guys are now on their kind of hit list. How are you gonna re-enter the kind of building and retrieve Logain before?
It's a good question, Ghost.
Hmm.
I'm
Wait,
excited
are you
to hear your
upstairs or
answer.
downstairs?
He's downstairs.
there an
at the
upstairs?
bar. Is it? No, there's
Oh.
there's a single floor that kind of you were on with the bar, and then there's a floor above which is kind of like lodgings, and above that is the like microbrewery.
Got you, Ghost. I'm downstairs at the bar.
Okay.
Come grab my bulge.
Say that. I mean, there's only one way in, right?
There is only one
Main
way in,
entrance.
yeah.
Yeah.
Main entrance.
Okay, so I'll walk inside.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Good.
How
Oh,
are you walking in?
Yeah. How are you walking in?
One foot at a time, or
Are
hopscotch
you on
sort
all
of thing.
four? Pretend. Are you like, or are you like on your
you-
four and you're like, I'm a Discord kitten. Meow. Where's my daddy? Like, there's-
Are you kind of hop, skipping, and jumping? Are
I'm
you
like
doing,
moonwalking, you know?
a little
Okay.
bit of
Okay,
flip?
okay.
So you're drawing attention to yourself. Because if someone walked into a bar and they were moonwalking as they walked in, I would instantly look at that bloke.
And while that's happening, I use that as my chance to slip out of the bar and.
What a perfect opportunity.
It's not life doesn't always present you with opportunities like this. Gotta take them while you can.
I think I'm just gonna casually walk in with my head
Right.
down, you know,
Makes sense.
try not to make any eye contact with anyone.
Yep.
Okay. Make me either a performance or kind of a stealth check to kind of blend into the background, or to act as non-conspicuous as you can.
So
Uh,
performance
wait,
or
sure.
stealth?
Yes, either of the two. Okay. So you're not as blatantly obvious as Low Game was.
Good. That's good. We need that kind of work right now.
Not much attention is drawn to you. There are kind of looks at you as you say, "Oh, fuck's this? Who the fuck's this guy?" But they don't seem to have their eyes kind of focused on you. Like the elders at the end of the room kind of have their eyes fixated on Logain.
Can I say, guys? I'm a hot piece of ass.
So what are you doing now?
Right,
Save me, ghosty, ghosty. You're my only hope.
fuck.
Oh, that's not good.
So-
We're fucked.
I don't have a
Oh, perfect. Neither do I. He joins me at the bar.
I'll join him.
Jesus
Can I get a
Christ.
drink? Can I get a drink?
We are so fucked.
Bartender that Logain had kind of hanging over the edge, looked a little bit kind of battered and bruised from where you kind of grabbed him and kind of threatened him. Looks over to you and kind of glances off to the side, looks back at you, as if to say, "What the fuck are you still doing here?" Goes, "What would you like, sir?"
I would like an ale, please.
With an egg.
With no egg. No.
What kind of ale, sir?
Surprise me.
Ooh.
Would you like the house special, sir?
Yeah.
That'll be 5 silver, please.
5 silver? Are you fucking ripping us off or what? Like,
You've just had him hanging over the bar and threatened him. He ain't
Oh,
gonna give you a
it's- oh,
drink
it's-
on the cheap.
Oh god.
it's Arthur Shelby. I didn't realize. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right.
That's on me.
5 silver it is.
Thank you, sir. Kind of pours you. Not even a full pint. You can kind of see like quite a frothy kind of head on it. It kind
He's
of just
testy.
slams on the kind of table in front of you and goes, "Enjoy your drink." Slinks back into the bar, like slinks back like around the other side of the bar and
To hide.
kind of back rooms.
You speak to your manager. I'm just gonna drink it.
Okay,
Is that just right beside me, right?
Yes.
He's still like hiding under his cloak, or?
No, I'm not What the fuck do you think I am? Like fucking Dracula hiding under my cloak? No,
That's what you
I'm
said,
hiding
no?
Pyremal's under the cloak, not me.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, like I'm fucking pretending to be a bag of rubbish, like so nobody will notice me. Go. This
I mean,
fucking
that
guy.
might work. You could be a bag of rubbish, and I'm gonna, like, take you out of the tavern.
Ghost, that's not what's happening.
Right, well, this catastrophe is going on. Daldu and Nova, what are we doing?
Sitting outside the tavern and wondering how long they're going to be.
Roll me a
I'm
d20,
gonna
please,
fill
horse.
him in on the Prolix thing.
Say me again.
I want to fill Daldu in on the Prolix thing. So only currently, I think anyone else met Prolix, did they?
Which one was
Just
Prolix?
two?
No, it was you two. Prolix
He
was
was
the one who
the
gave
mad
you
scientist scholar dude.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
he was
yeah,
a
yeah.
scholar who worked for the Allegiance of All Sight, who
Yeah,
gave
yeah.
you the kind of initial task of following
Aloysia.
Aloysia into.
But he works for the Allegiance of All Sight,
Mm-hmm.
and they've mentioned them as being part of this city as well.
Yes, alongside the Library of the Cobalt Soul as well.
So-
We also mentioned were hot on the tails.
The what? Something.
The Library of the Cobalt Soul.
So how is he
So
part of
maybe-
both groups then?
He's not. So there's two different factions. Prolix was part of the Allegiance of All Sight, who was kind of this rival group to the Vermilion Dream, consortium of the Vermilion Dream. And then the Library of the Cobalt Soul is kind of like a police force that, kind of like the FBI, if you will, of Exandria, that kind of has branches on every kind of continent, but it mainly kind of operates out of Tal'Dorei and Wildmount. But it does have kind of bases in Marquette, one of them being in Oncarel.
Nice.
So it's kind of like a judiciary system, if you will. And they kind of have enforcers that go out and kind of have like a universal kind of law, if you will.
Nice.
More of a universal law that kind of doesn't bend to like the wills of kings and queens and emperors and that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Daldu would know quite a lot about
But-
the Cobalt Soul because it is quite a prevalent faction amongst Exandria.
Hmm.
Maybe it's worth trying to contact
Yeah.
him through them, because like
Possibly, yeah.
he owes us money.
Yes, he does. We're not gonna be able to do it now. Like, I don't know how we're gonna.
No, because
No, we have a situation.
Have a beer in the bar.
I'm not. I don't have any money.
Oh, you are just sat at the bar.
I'm just sat at the bar. Yeah, I thought this is what we were gonna do, and I had to go first, and it was a mistake. I made a mistake.
Well,
People make mistakes. All right, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I made a mistake.
you could have said you like got up and walked away from the bar once you saw Daldu walk down.
Wait, can I do that? I've seen Daldu walk out, so I walk out.
It's far too late for that now.
Far too late.
And then fucked.
So no, myself and Ash don't know what's going on in there yet, so I suppose we can't really go in.
No.
Like, we wouldn't have a reason to go back in.
So if I look over my shoulder and like see who's kind of
Checking us out.
yeah.
Well, apparently it's empty, so
make
you're
me-
probably only two groups.
Yeah,
Well,
I've seen a lot of problems. Okay.
Make me a perception check. Okay, so the general kind of rough and tumble of this kind of quote-unquote cult are quite happy to be sat there tucking into the meal. There are 5 elderly gentlemen who are all kind of sat at the very end of this bar, this tavern, and all 5 have got their eyes solely fixed on Logain and the kind of pulsating light that's coming from his back.
I'm so fucked.
Okay.
And there's only. Are they at the entrance of the tavern?
So no, the entrance is at the opposite end to these people.
Okay,
Oh, why can't we just walk out?
that's what I was thinking. Just casually get up and walk out.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Just like pretend like we're having a laugh, or like joking.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Haha, yeah, that was your Mars lantern. Yeah. Haha.
Yeah.
As she's kind of
It was
walking
secondhand.
out, as she's kind of walking out, you kind of hear from the very back of the room saying, "Nice to see that we have the vestige in the presence. We shall be seeing you soon, Logain."
I'll just say, okay, bye.
As you kind of
Okay,
sprint
they let me
out
out. That's their own stupidity. What am I saying? You know what I'm saying?
of the bar. And you are
Ash is not impressed at all.
So did they get out?
Yeah, we got out.
They are
Hell
out.
yeah, we did.
Okay.
We got out, but they always had their eyes on us anyway, so it was never
Well,
going to be
who wouldn't? We're the
sneaky.
2 most handsome men in the bar ghost.
Exactly.
Hey, what are you doing now that you're outside of the tavern?
Walk over to.
It is getting quite late, but it is sun is set. It's round about 8-9 o'clock. You kind of see Cather and Rudis kind of peeking through the clouds.
Is
Finish your sentence.
Got this, Ash.
no,
You
sorry, I
can
was
finish the
debating whether it was
sentence.
a good idea. Is the shop open that we went to before? The Bone Garden.
The Bone Garden is not open. It's quite late.
That's
Kind
fine.
of see all those merchandise kind of been tucked back away into the store. You just doing anything? You heading back to your kind of lodgings, or are you gonna have a look around the city?
Don't know. What do you want to do?
You do, as you kind of, if you are walking out, you do see kind of a bustling kind of casino next to you. It's kind of open 24 hours a day.
That's how they get you, isn't it, thing?
It is how they get you. It's ridiculous.
Fuckers. Absolute
Fucking
fuckers.
lethal. Fucking
Yeah.
lethal.
Don't know. Anyone have any preference?
No, I don't mind.
And we could go for a little explore, I suppose.
Yeah. Sure.
Where are we going for an explore? Are we looking at this particular area, or are we just gonna kind of walk through the city?
Dunno.
Honestly, don't mind.
Can we have the big map back up?
Do what's right?
Can we have the big map?
You guys are
down
like,
here.
around here, kind of right on the very corner.
Mhm.
Here, was it?
Sure.
Oh. I don't know, like, what's he gonna...
I'm kind of easy. I have no money, so I'm gonna let you guys decide.
But sure, like, what, like, where are we gonna go for... Like, what's our goal here now at this point?
Didn't you want to try and contact the guy, Horse?
Oh, we're not gonna be able to contact him from here. He's on the other fucking continent.
Oh, don't you have like a magic mirror kind of thing or something?
No.
No.
No, we want to look for the allegiance of all side, don't we? But I think we'll be able to just do that. It's not sort of like willy-nilly, you can just wander into them.
No.
That's a shame.
If we maybe find some guards, if there's any, like, fucking city watch, some shit like that.
With it being quite a, quite a, not like a rough city in a sense, but, well policed. There are kind of plenty of guards in the golden armor that are walking around, just keeping a check on, especially in this area with the casino, with this lake, who can get quite rowdy. There are numerous kind of guards that are around.
I guess Logan will go up and talk to him.
What? Why?
Okay, what are we doing?
Well,
Did you not learn your lesson at all?
well, like,
no?
I'm a
He
fucking
literally-
turtle.
he
I
said-
need to try and avoid shit right now.
He said I was irrational. Okay, what am I doing? I'm going to talk to the guard.
Ask him for
What are you
the
saying to the
fucking...
guard?
Hi. How are you?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you? Just kind of approach like a average, about 30-year-old kind of human, kind of brown hair, kind of olive skin. And he just kind of turns and goes, "Hi,
What
can I
is
help
happening?
you?"
Oh, I don't know. What am I asking this guy for? What am I doing here? I'm very confused. What the fuck am I talking? Just a second. What am I doing?
Ask him about the... I've forgotten the name of it. Or, like, if you want to try and...
Allegiance All Sight was it you were looking for?
Allegiance All Sight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I asked him about that thing. The Allegiance All Sight.
I don't know Allegiance of All Sight. I do know. What kind of group is it? Theatre group or?
Oh, I was literally about to say mixed race, so I'm really glad that you. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what kind of a group are we.
Are they? Say, like, fucking archaeologists, maybe.
Archaeologists.
Wait, Ash just said,
It's
hang on.
It's a Marquesian guild.
There you go.
Sorry.
It's that what Ash said. It's the Thing Guild.
You mean
Yeah,
okay, yeah, I know where they are. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to go to the Crystal Chateau.
Say less, mate. Where's that? I take out the map and I show him.
That is. Give me 2 seconds. I need. Roger! As he kind of shouts over to a bloke over on the other side. He goes, Legions of All Sight, where are they kind of located? He's like, the school! He goes, yes, the school. So, in the Sigil district, which is, have you got a map?
Yeah, I've already whipped it out.
Right, so you see this bit with a big hole in the ground over it?
Yeah.
So over there is the Sigil District.
Yeah.
And there you will find the Crystal Chateau, big university, lovely grounds. And there you will find the Allegiance of Allsight, which is like archaeology. Fantastic, world renowned. I just got
Perfect. No problem. No problem. I shake his hand and I say thanks again.
not a problem. Have a good day.
And off we go.
Good job, Zach.
Yeah, all me.
Proud of you.
Yeah. The glue. somebody
So-
said once.
So was I? We're in this area.
Yeah.
They're in this area.
Okay, well, we are. Oh yeah, Moz.
What's the last song?
That's at least 7
Is
minutes.
It's at least.
At least 7 minutes. God damn it!
I'm not wrong.
I just don't know how far it is.
65 foot, apparently.
I was just about to do the same.
Oh, and Logain can move 30, so I'm like halfway there already.
I moved 35, so I'm like silently
So-
like racing.
25 feet. So 25 feet is roughly 1,200 feet in terms of the size of the map. So your will be.
That's too many math.
So it'd be 2,888,000. 2,880,000.
What?
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 That's how.
So equate how long's that going to take us to walk there?
Around about 2 hours to walk.
Better get walking. Well, I suppose what time is it now?
Oh,
It's like 8 o'clock.
AM? PM.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't fucking hear it. Which one?
PM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nighttime.
Yeah. Daytime.
Yeah.
Nighttime.
Don't start this again. Come on. This is not good.
To... Should we go now? Like, it could be closed or fucking shutting down by the time we get
Yeah,
there.
maybe it's best we go in the morning.
Agreed. Yeah. Go to sleep and go in the morning. Hello. And go in the morning. Sorry.
You know, sorry, I meant to say, you know the way that, like I said, can we start half an hour earlier? Because usually I get my food then.
Uh huh.
Yep, only getting it now. So I'm gonna deafen for a
Okay.
second and sort that out. So
Yeah, not a problem.
you guys crack on. I'll be back in a minute with it.
Then can we have pie?
You want pie?
Yeah, can I go and get us?
You have some pie.
He wants.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Did he just say, you remember when I said, can we start half an hour earlier?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he
I
meant
meant
late.
later.
Oh, okay. I was like, no, he definitely said late. Well, we meant to start earlier. Man, I'm having a rough day, guys. I'm sorry.
Hey. Right,
Fine.
let me go and get some pie while things sort of map so.
Yeah, I'm just this one the map out. I don't know. I've left many threads. I just didn't
Right,
expect you
I'm
to
just
pull on
gonna-
this one.
Grab a drink, so I'll be back.
No problem. Quick 5-minute break, Ghost.
Cool.
What? Can do. Yeah. Yeah. oven light? I haven't had the oven light on.
Ding, what are you doing?
Remember what am I doing?
It's just you always say to me like, Logain, what are you doing? So I just wanted to see how you felt when I did it to you.
Fair enough.
It does put you on the spot when he says that, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Don't ever do it again, Ding.
No, I like it.
I'm like, shit, I have to improvise. I'm not good at this.
Oh god. Here goes. Found this especially for you.
Jesus. That's a mad tattoo.
And, you know,
Jesus. Of course she's playing Doom.
She looks like she's just after fresh stepping out of fucking Doom.
Exactly.
She's like, I'm killing my brethren.
So just to double check, you went back to your kind of lodgings that the Artful Dodger gave you sort of directions to, and which one was the kind of midway point for your budget.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of went for the golden chip, which was like kind of like a poorer lifestyle, but cheap enough for you to all kind of make it there, be able to afford. Kind of sleep. Nothing happens in any of your dreams tonight. It's grand. As you kind of wake up, the sun kind of peeking through relatively early because you are in the middle of the desert. There's not really much around you to kind of prevent the sun from getting anywhere near you. The temperature kind of starts to spike relatively early on. It's right about 8, 9 a.m. in the morning. Had you go down and have your kind of morning meal. It's just kind of very basic kind of meal, bit of slop. Basically whatever was kind of left over from the night before had been kind of thrown into a pan, stewed, and kind of just slumped on the kind of plate in front of you. And a little bit of very weakly fermented kind of mead, a morning mead, very low alcohol content.
Oh, yummy. Sorry.
You are free to plan whatever you do.
Okay. So why don't we walk to the place?
You're walking to the plague.
Yeah, the black hole place. Oh no, never mind. I changed my mind. Sorry. God, you're really role playing this, Ash. You're even pretending to eat. Jesus, fair play to you. You're really leaning into this. I respect it. It's dedication.
Right, the toffee from the fucking banoffee pie thing was stuck in my teeth. Before we go there, can I go to my shop? The not broken, what was it called?
The
Bone Garden.
yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of walking. The shop, although it's still relatively early in the morning, is all neatly laid out. As neatly as it can be for a kind of a pawn shop with all random sort of like assortment of shite. You walk in, you see the familiar kind of mute woman sat behind the counter who, as she sees you kind of approach, rings a bell. And from behind, kind of like kind of, you know, the hippie shows that used to kind of cover doors,
Like beads.
like beads. From behind the beads, you see the human acolyte kind of person kind of step through. And Rorosha, kind of, he is in front of you and is it is but a fine morning to see you, child. Come. Are we after more maps today, or?
I wondered if we could just ask some more questions?
Please, the question took off our question, but I will not overcharge you. Please, a man has to make a living. I can't be.
That was amazing. It was just like,
I can't be offering conversations to everybody. I have a business to run. You know, I have to make coin. You understand? You are mercenary. You know the drill.
What? Sorry, the dog started.
just ask him, Ash.
Yeah.
Did he just assume our occupation?
That is a very good point. Yeah.
You are clearly mercenary. Look at you. You are.
Oh, but that's
you
you're making
have-
assumptions, and you can't do
you
that.
have the cuts
Oh
and the
no.
burns and that. You definitely have been in many a fight. You can't even be talking.
Oh no, Ash! You can't let him away with this. Girl.
No, I mean, it's not wrong.
I can spot the mercenary a mile away.
We've like, put it this way, we're probably covered in dirt and scars and blood and
Not me. I'm spotless.
look like shit.
I know how a mercenary looks because a lot of them owe me a lot of money. That's how I make it. I have a pawn shop. I give loans for items, and then if you don't pay, then I sell their items. A lot of rare and interesting items. So much fun.
Sorry, I thought you were gonna keep monologuing.
I see you are eating candy so early in the morning.
No, I'm not.
Bad for your teeth.
I'm eating pie.
You're eating pie.
Yeah.
What kind of pie are we eating?
Banupi.
Banupi. Ah, okay. But this, I have never heard of this Banupi pie.
Wanna try some?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll let him try my pie. That's I heard that. I heard all that come out.
Your pie tastes good. What is in this?
It's 100% natural, honey.
What is in this pie?
Banupas.
Banupa.
Really exotic fruit.
Oh, it's delightful.
You can have the rest of that if you want.
Ah, I see what you are doing here, and I will take the pie, and you can have a free question. Go ahead.
Have you ever heard of the Allegiance of Allsight?
Of course, I have heard of the Legends of Allsight.
What do you know about them?
They are attached to the kind of university that we have here in Ankara. Excuse me, this is very sticky to my teeth.
Wow, this is some good acting.
This is really
the
good.
vibe.
This is almost like you'd actually think they're eating real cake. They're really
Yeah.
believable.
They are attached to the university. They are kind of the elite of the elite, kind of archaeologists. The headmaster is a bit of a wisecracking man, I do say so myself. But he can come off as a little bit arrogant.
What's his name?
His name, and that, give me 2 seconds.
Hang on, I need to pull up the right name.
He is, funnily enough, a goblin. You don't see many goblins around Ankara. His name is Gris Alkaritos.
Please.
I will spell it. Give me a second. Let me move the pie.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm finished. Yeah. Very funny. He's quite kindly.
I'll
Alakritos.
Okay. So they run the like a university, isn't it?
Yes. So he is one of the 2 headmasters. He is kind of in charge of the allegiance, but the other headmaster is James Creon. Is an elf. Really. He's the head of the kind of Crystal Chateau's program for kind of arcane arts.
Okay.
And Greece is in charge of the allegiance of all sight, if you will. James has a little bit of dabbling in it, but it's mainly Greece.
Good to know. Would you say they're good? They're not into anything.
Are you two just like? Can I ask you? Are you two just asking each other how your Banoffee was, but in game pretending it's some other way?
Yeah.
No, I was
Okay.
basically bribing the character.
Okay, it just sounds like you're trying to ask Ding how he found his food, and it just outright without asking him, but you're projecting it in game, and I'm very confused.
No. So it started off as Ding was asking me questions, but I had a mouthful of pie, and then he brought it in as a character thing, and then I've used it to bribe him to ask him 3 questions.
Yeah.
Okay, while you're there, ask him when are we gonna fight more people?
Okay. I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay, so
Yeah, please do.
the pie only covers the first question. The second question will cost you 2 copper.
I'll keep bringing pie.
A hard bargain, girl. Make it 1 copper today and another piece of pie.
Alright.
Okay, so good and bad are kind of not words to describe the allegiance of all sight. They are kind of very neutral, kind of. They are the 3 big powers in this city. Well, they are the Library of Cobalt Soul, big progenitors of truth and justice, all this, and they are what you would consider the good faction. The kind of iffy ones are the ones on my doorstep. The Vermilion Dream, but I can't say that because a lot of them owe me money as well. Slap bang in the middle of those, you have the university. It's neither good, neither bad. They just do for knowledge.
That's good to know. Have you? I don't know if the horse is back. Have you got any other questions about these? I'll get to the beating people apart in a second.
Okay, good. That's an important question.
It is.
I don't think horse is back. So I will. I don't think I do.
Has Tortle got the bit of iffiness in throat?
Why, yes.
He had a funny mushroom and now he's forgotten how to speak.
Ah, okay.
Exactly. I don't know how much longer I can keep this up.
Are you looking for something?
I'm just that way. What I remember, there is. Right, I'm gonna continue with the questions.
I don't think I've got any more questions about the oil sign.
Fucking unreal.
Is there anything else we should know about them?
About Toon.
About the allegiance? I've got a feeling we might have
But they're whacking me shin. Fuck.
the barbarians walking around whacking into canters.
Okay. So there's this big kind of race going on at the minute. It's quite interesting.
Race?
Yes, a race. So what we found is we knew kind of that there was something underneath Ankarel. What is kind of opened in the kind of Sigil district near the university is kind of a big hole in the ground. That big hole in the ground, we sent people down way back when as kind of to kill them. But now we've actually started to investigate the hole. And it is actually opening to something called Kelmoro. And from what I have gathered, Kelmoro is what used to be a city. But before the calamity.
I know about this. This one I know about.
What do you
Which-
know?
I know so much about the calamity.
And after the calamity, Kelmoro was kind of buried under lots of sand and lots of rubble.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
big mess, and we built Ankarel on what was the remains of kind of the even ground of Kelmoro. We couldn't actually find any kind of sight nor sound of Kelmoro. And then this hole opened up. We set it down, use it to kill people, spot it. Beautiful, beautiful sight. And we actually investigate and we find remnants of Kelmoro underneath, and it's now kind of a race to see who can open the doors at the end to what they are calling the Nether Deep.
Okay, we need to find the divine beasts.
I fucking knew he was gonna go there.
The divine beasts.
Yeah. You ain't fooling me, Ganon. Dang, it's definitely not a Zelda enjoyer.
No, I know what you're on about. I'm trying to link it to this. How
Because
does
you
it
said the
link?
calamity. It's called Calamity Ganon.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I was like, my guy, it's Rip. I know this story. I've got this one down.
Any more questions?
We seem to be running a little low on funds. How would one go about finding some?
You can do work for either. I have heard that they are kind of looking for people like you, so I will not send you to the Vermilion Consort.
What do you mean, people like us?
They are actively hunting you. I kind of heard the hustle and bustle outside of the tavern last night, and I know that they are now looking for you. They gave you last night as kind of a free rein. They know you are here, and they will hunt you down, and that is your problem. My problem is, where are you going to buy something from me? I have all these wares.
We bought the map. Will you relax?
Okay.
I also just said we've got no money.
Oh, so if you're looking for money, there are two ways to make money in Ankara. You can either work for a library or you can work for the Allegiant. Or for my barbarian friend over here, and he would be very happy about this.
I draw my
Yes.
weapon. What are we doing? What are we smashing, baby?
I see you are very premature, and I painfully woe for any woman that sleeps with you. We do have a combat tournament arena just for people like you who just want to fight and get in the thick of things.
Look
Say
at
less.
that!
This is what I've been waiting for. This is my moment.
The catch is it's 20 gold pieces to enter.
I do not have 20 gold pieces, so why don't you sponsor me? Because I'm gonna
I
win.
don't do sponsors because all you've done so far is buy a map and ask me tons of questions and not pay for the questions except for pie.
But I'm going
I
to
also gave you a
win.
pastry
I'll give you-
yesterday.
I'll give you what?
There was pastry yesterday.
Yes, but I can also walk out and speak to Agna. The woman you bought the pastry off. You can do for free every day. It's great.
Well, I actually paid Agna because I value her services.
Ah, that's grand. Did she pay the normal rate or did
This
you
is
pay
turning
the
into a
Agna
very 2022 conversation. I don't really like where this is going.
rate? We will discuss fair wages another day.
Yeah.
So, Ankarel is your oyster. If you need any magic items, we have plenty here. We do not sell potions though. If you need potions, there are other places in the city that you can find. And if you need armor, you guys look like you could use some armor, especially the guy walking around with nothing.
Who's that?
He kind of looks towards Ghost and he kind of sees, like just kind of a shredded, kind of tattered, like leather armor, kind of starting to fray with all the damage that it's taken.
I need some of the armor. I've no
Logic.
money.
Well, it looks like you are going to have to take jobs with either the library or the allegiance if you can get into them.
Okay.
Horse
have-
is probably going to be the library because he's all good with the.
But like the allegiance are hunting us, so that
Bookworm.
might be a difference.
Not the allegiance, sorry, my bad. The allegiance of all side.
Sorry.
The consortium of a million demon hunting you. It's fine. I will keep my mouth shut. I expect you to be good paying customers at some point.
Oh, of course.
Don't look at wares. Anyway.
Can't window shop when you've got no money. It's no fun.
No, I do appreciate that. And oh, look at that! Time's up. Get the fuck out. We'll have paying customers soon. You are dirtying up the place.
Rude.
Truthful.
Have we ever seen anyone come or go from this place?
No. It's like one of those
Uh,
places he pretends to have lots of fucking business and we're his only customers.
As you kind of look around,
We're his only customers.
you do see kind of quite a lot of items for what would be like just like a general kind of pawn shop. It's kind of
Oh,
There's a lot of,
didn't know
like,
they had those kind of shops.
there's like antiques, like really old looking artifacts in there. There's like really some strange items, and there looks like there's just like a bunch of random keys that are just kind of like kept in like a box. There's all sorts. It does look like it's quite popular in the fact that there's a lot of items in there. It doesn't look like it's that popular in the fact that there's nobody in there currently with you.
Okay. Well,
Off we go.
yeah, we done.
You just kicked us out, Ash.
Akil! Where is Akil? Akil!
I'll kill you. Oh.
No, Akil is the parrot that speaks for my friend Naya. Jesus, calm down, my friend. Akil, show them the door. And you see this kind of grey parrot kind of take flight behind you and start squawking, going, "Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out!" It kind of starts flapping your faces and kind of shooing you toward the door.
Okay, off we go.
What are you
go.
doing?
Going to
Leave.
Going to
where we were going before. Sorry.
Huh? Just kind of walk about 2 hours it takes to get from the kind of Suncut Bazaar to the Sigil District, and in kind of the Sigil District you see this kind of grandiose building made of kind of blue quartz and twisted kind of crystal with these stone pillars that are kind of curving in the top on these pyres. You see lots of kind of hexagonal buildings with kind of blue crystal domes. It's quite in comparison to the kind of Suncut Bazaar, it's a lot nicer and a lot more up-class kind of area. You see students walking around, scholars with scrolls kind of under their arms, rushing from building to building. And in the middle, you do see this kind of grand kind of building. Yeah. Now, the squares are out of alignment. I do notice that. I've been unable to get them to fit. But you guys kind of enter from this kind of bottom right corner here. So put yourselves in there as best as you can.
All right, Dingy, you say less. Why is it so hard to put my character in? There. Jesus Christ, it's like playing a fucking mini game. I'm so sorry, I just need to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll bring it out on him.
Nope.
Just kind of looking around, you see this giant kind of sycamore tree up onto the right hand side as you walk along. You see quite a lot of students that are studying in the shade.
Does it stand out, the tree, or is it just...
Huh?
Does the tree stand out as, like...
There is a plaque kind of on like the fencing around it that is just too far away for you to be able to read the writing on it.
Can I go and have a look?
Yeah. And it says, "Welcome to the boughs of the Wild Mother."
What?
Boughs of the Wild Mother.
Bowers.
Boughs, B-O-U-G. Bough.
Okay.
It's like a garden, so like dedicated to the Wild Mother, which is deity, which is predominantly affiliated with nature.
Cool, cool.
And then kind of building to your right.
This one.
To your immediate right is a you can kind of look in and peer in through the kind of big open doors, and it's kind of a miniature library, and there's be several of these throughout kind of Sigil district. But this is kind of like a miniature library. You kind of see like a lot of scholars in there. Some general public are walking in there as well, just having a look, going for a read.
Is there anyone around us that, in that, like, the other allegiance were red, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone in, like...
Like
red, like that same?
none in this particular district. It's kind of there's nobody wearing kind of like the red outfits of the Vermilion Train. There are all other people kind of like wearing like green kind of robes, and kind of like an deep green kind of sachet going around the robe, kind of like what Prolix was wearing when you first met him.
Do they have a badge? Let
Um,
me see. Is there like a...
there's
The
no
other ones had like the moon, didn't they?
Yeah, there's no identifying kind of feature on them. You could just assume that they are kind of associated with the kind of school's teaching staff and general kind of students wearing whatever clothes they've got, and it's the kind of in uniform, more like older and more kind of looking like well versed.
Okay. Are these just skylights? Can I...
Those are actually a building, and they are kind of skylights, kind of crystal domes. You don't really know what it is. You see kind of like the only people going in and out of this building are people who are wearing the kind of green robes.
Is it not labelled?
It is called Scrolls Alcove.
Are the windows? Can I peek in?
You can, and inside you kind of see like an apartment, maybe about 15 feet by 15 feet. With like a bed, a little kind of kitchenette type thing, a little breakfast bar with stools, and you can see like an older kind of drow gentleman kind of taking off his kind of robes, revealing kind of like an undershirt, some very fine kind of runic tattoos running down his left arm. Kind of changes out of his garbs into something a bit more comfortable.
So it's just like an apartment building.
Yeah.
We keep walking towards the center.
That sounds like a plan.
Forgot, I should be in front. I've got that extra 5 foot walking speed.
Okay, have you ever seen the show, the Spartacus TV show? So no, I'm joking. We're not doing that again. Completely unnecessary,
Can we
damaging
see what
ash
these
jokes.
are? Like,
Say that again.
They're buildings.
So on the kind of green building with kind of purple dome over the top, you can kind of see like a wooden kind of plaque outside, with like a golden frog and then a skewer going through it, and underneath is the name, the Frog and Kebab.
Ooh.
And it's a tavern.
Frog on kebab, or frog and kebab, or frog
The
in
frog.
kebab?
The Frog and Kebab.
Interesting.
And then the other one has it's called the Emerald Ibis Relic Hall. The Emerald Ibis Relic Hall, and you can kind of see as you appear, and you can kind of see tables with kind of runes in like a circle, and then there are people wearing kind of the green robes, and they are kind of inspecting items, and on the other side are patrons and other students who are kind of equally awaiting a result from this identification.
The runes, do they look like similar to the runes that Ash wrote down? Or are they just general runes, you know, of no significant importance?
Make me an Arcana check.
Ash.
It's going to be a relatively high degree.
Ash. Ash. Oh.
Blowing a nose. Okay. None of them seem to match up to kind of, especially with you being a wizard, you know quite a lot about runes. Relatively easy for you to identify the runes that are being used in these circles. None of them seem to be of the kind of teleportation variety. It's more as if to aim for identification purposes of like magical items. I would assume Daldu kind of refers that on to you.
Yes, he does, yeah. He telepathically tells me.
No, he doesn't. So Logain doesn't know this.
But I do know. I think I'm too much of what Horse calls a meta gamer.
You are, yes. Daldu is. What are we looking for here?
I'm back, sorry.
Sorry, I was just sort of stalling until Horse got back to it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, well, no, it's like, if we're gonna go into this place, I'd rather we all go in as, like,
Yeah, fair.
you know, ourselves.
I had to sort something else out before eating my dinner, so I'm very sorry about it.
That's
No,
alright.
that's
They're
fine.
So,
Right, so you're in.
Somebody
You know where
just
you
put
are,
a
don't you,
mic.
Horse?
yeah, we're in the place that we pinpointed on the map anyway.
Right, yeah.
I'm having a bit of a hard time understanding. Are these all buildings?
So the kind of green squares, kind of like sandstone buildings.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So this one here was identified as like a kind of apartment building. This one over here was a library.
Okay.
This one here was kind of like a tavern. You see like mostly students in there, so it's kind of like a student bar. And then the one that you kind of stood just on the outside of as you're peering in is sort of like an identification kind of service that the university must run for adventurers or for just common folk, just to practice their own identification skills, and B to kind of just give back to the kind of wider community.
So Dalu kicks in the door to a student tavern bar. Hello, fellow kids. No, I don't. I'm gonna be right in saying this fucking fancy ass fucking thing is the university, sort of.
So that would be the kind of main building.
Yeah.
It is quite a grand entrance, kind of looking up to it. You would assume that it would be the kind of main entrance. That kind of
Reeks of
itself.
fucking Trinity.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we want to talk to the students, or we try and find like a professor to talk to? Maybe, I don't know.
They're just like, Trina, is there for when I can speak to you?
God.
Do you even go here?
Is this the arts block or the science block?
Are you just here for the PAV?
Bartender, you check his IG. I don't know if he goes here.
They're just here to take our cheap drinks, sir.
Check quote unquote cheap. Fuck me.
It was cheap. Well,
No.
when I used to go there, it was well cheap. mate.
No, no, but they upped the prices for fucking like not Galahads, what were they? Fucking Tiskies or something like that.
The cider they used to do, they never did any like they do like fucking cheap like devil's fucking
Bit or
what was
anything.
it? Devil's bit or devil's bite, I think it's called. Devil's bit. That's
Yeah.
they sell all kinds of rank shite. Like,
Stuff. Anyway,
sorry.
All right.
any ideas? Anyone?
No. Unless do we want to fight them? Because if so, I have a great idea.
Is your idea that you just go in and smash?
Swing, man.
Logan's been 2 weeks without combat now.
Yeah, he's fucking
He's
itchy.
starting to itch.
Yeah. What's happening here? Why is this happening to me?
Are these withdrawal symptoms?
It's awful. I just want to fight everything.
He's fully embraced the barbarian lifestyle, hasn't he? He's even sat there with the fucking.
It's probably because my character has fuck all skills based around charisma, so it's like talking to people is just like me like.
Well, you do know
I
that,
know
like,
it's my fault.
No, what I was gonna say, you know what? Like, Dalu's a -2. I shouldn't be talking this much. I'm completely going
Louise
against
talking
my
is
style.
too busy fucking blowing her nose every 5 minutes.
Oh, is that because all the drugs you do?
I reckon Ash does love. She'd be whacking that booger
Honestly.
sugar up her fucking nose.
Honestly, it's like fucking flour. She just powers it out and just dunks her nose in.
You just substitute it in your fucking banoffee.
What do you think I used to make the fucking whipped cream, mate?
That would explain why it was good.
So,
Effective.
correct me if I'm wrong, we're coming here to try and find if anybody would have a connection to, what's your man's name, Provolone or Provilion?
Prolix.
Prolix.
Yeah.
I don't know what talking to the students would be like. Fuck it.
Yeah.
We're not doing anything else. Let's go into the bar. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I would be good
Yeah,
for
fine,
perception.
fine.
Okay. Yep. we'll go
What? You
with
didn't
that.
say anything.
What?
Use the big girl voice.
I've used it a lot today. Okay.
Okay, no, you haven't. Well, fairness. I'm sorry, Ash. I apologize. Yeah, I'm going to have a glance in here and see if there's any professors chilling with the students. Or anyone, sorry, not just professors, maybe anyone who seems like they might know, a bit more, a bit older than the students.
Kind of see like see like an elven bartender. It is predominantly kind of student-based. You do see some kind of professor-looking people with the green garbs. None that are like single, they're on their own. It does look very much like kind of a place for kind of drinks and merriment, kind of trying to drink their woes away from a failed project or to kind of celebrate the kind of successes of a breakthrough.
I bet you there's that fucker that's always like, what did you get for answer number 2 on that test?
You do, you kind of see the kind of like a Weasley kind of goblin.
I fucking knew it. Logan, go get him. I fucking hate those
Definitely
pricks.
fucking
I draw my weapon.
I fucking hated them. So is there anyone that might like, do I get the impression anyone might be useful to talk to?
Of all the people,
Yeah.
you don't feel like you could kind of, especially with Dalton being so reserved and not really wanting to push himself onto anybody, the person that kind of jumps out at you as being kind of a valuable source of information, you would be the bartender.
Yeah, okay. So, that'll do. I guess I'll walk up to the bartender then and strike a conversation with him.
Hello there, good sir. What can I get for you?
1 pint of your finest water.
Water.
Yes.
Hello, we're at Tavern. We do alcohol as well.
Water.
Grant, would you like ice with that?
Yes.
Right, Grant. And you kind of see him just, it picks up like a gelatinous kind of cube from behind the bar.
Ew.
Kind of wisps his hand over the front of it and kind of clasps his hands into like a sphere around this cube, and then pure kind of crystalline water starts pouring from this gelatinous cube into a glass, and then he picks up like some diamond powder, kind of flicks his hand in a motion, and like 3 perfectly squared ice cubes fall into the drink and start floating. He kind of hands it over to you and goes, "What get fucking better water than that, my friend?"
Did you wash your hands before you did that?
And you kind of, you see as he kind of, and it's a familiar kind of sight you've seen Nova do, and he kind of casts prestidigitation on his hands. And his hands are kind of spotlessly clean.
Well,
Is that a prestidigitation? Okay.
prestidigitation is for
You'll
like
have- you'll have
preserving
seen-
bodies, I think.
You'll have seen prestidigitation before, and
Okay.
it kind of gets rid of all the grime and dirt,
Yeah.
and can be used for kind of minor spells, and this will be one of the uses. And he's like, "My hands are always clean. I just cast this wee little bit of a magic trick, and they're all grand again."
So Dad will take a big long sip and let out a big like afterwards, and he's like, "You look like a man who might have answers for me."
I should hope so. My whole family has run this tavern for generations. We've served many a student who have become professors and so on. What can I help you with?
Tell me, do you remember a professor of the name Provolone?
Provolone.
Sorry, what's the name again? I keep forgetting.
Prolix.
Prolix.
I've got a second name as well. Hang on. Prolix Yusuf.
Remember a professor of, or sorry, maybe with a worker of Prolix Yusuf?
Ah, Professor Yusuf. Of course, I can remember him. Archaeologist. He was
Yes.
one of the kind of leading members who went down into Kilmoro and then was sent to look at some interesting stuff in Bazoxen, if I do remember. He was quite excited about it.
Wait. Shit. I've absolutely blanked as to why I wanted to ask him if he knew. Okay, because what
Why?
we wanted, Ash. Help me out, Ash!
He owes us money.
Yeah.
He might just be able to help us with the fact we're currently being hunted by a cult.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the cult.
The cult, yeah.
Oh right, the cult. How could I forget?
Oh, you didn't fucking help, did you?
No, that was into like the Andy Samberg when he's like, "Tell me why." And it's like number three definitely murdered my brother. Oh, the murder, right? Yeah. That's the.
So I'll ask him then. Yes, I met him only not too long ago. Now tell me, have you known anything about? And then I'll give the name of the cult. I can't remember anything today.
Vermilion.
Vermilion.
Consortium of Vermilion Dream.
Thank you.
We know about them a little bit. Kind of not rivals in a sense, because they can't really rival us. We're a university, they're a little cult. Big difference between the two. They're actually looking for the same thing that we're looking for. Is you heard of the big hole in the ground called Kilmoro?
Yes.
You would.
We walked past it, didn't we?
Yeah. You will have. No, not at this point.
I
You'll walk from
know.
me south rather than.
I don't know if you were there. I've just gone back into that shop and asked him loads of questions.
Oh, I left just as you went in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well I know all of it anyway, even if you didn't walk past it.
Yeah, so basically there's like a giant race between us and them to see who can get to the very bottom. Now we've got to what I think is halfway, but there's a gate that's stopping us getting through to the next bit, which they're calling the Nether Deep, which is why Prolix was sent over to Bazoxan to go and look for something that might be able to help, because the kind of places seem to be linked.
Okay. Would you know of any way we can get in contact with products?
The products are Prolix.
Products.
Prolix. I was going to say.
Are you
what
mocking my
products?
accent?
I just got a bit confused, to be quite honest. Because if you want the products, we have a shop selling T-shirts.
Common is not my first language, I'll have you know.
Is it not? I do apologise, sir. Right. Anyway, if you're looking to get in contact with Prolix, the kind of main reception, if you go and speak to Afna Jaha,
Okay.
kind of blonde haired human, got a mole on her face. She's not bad looking, to be honest, but anyway.
I
She
feel
will
like
tell
that's
you-
unprofessional.
She comes in here all the time, we have great banter together. Anyway, if you speak to her and tell her that you were working with Prolix in Bazoxan, she will put you in contact with his supervisor, who has a sending storm to get in contact with him, and then he might be able to teleport back. You see those two little buildings on the outside with the crystal kind of domes
Yes.
facing each other? Those are our teleportation circles. And have you ever seen a tablet?
And thought it was like a flashback, just activating a random tablet. I've heard of them.
Yeah, so we kind of use tablets, and they kind of hold the kind of location, and they're linked to these two one of these two teleportation circles here. There are agents who are about on different kind of either continents or on their own missions, and they need to get back in a pinch. So yeah, if you go and speak to her and see whether she can put you into the supervisor, and see if we can send like a sending message to him or something to get him to come back here and speak to you.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your help. And
No problem.
I'll slip him a gold piece for his troubles.
Thank you for your patronage, and I hope to see you again soon.
I hope our paths cross again. Bye.
Good luck with your search for Prolix.
Provolone. That's how
Product!
I believe we've to find Jafar.
Oh,
So yeah, we have to go find the receptionist, was it? Who was in contact with his supervisor. So I presume we're going over here.
Yeah, main building.
Let me just draw a quick penis first. fuck.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
There we go.
What the fuck?
What kind of penis
Alright, let's
have you
go.
got? Man, the more time
It explains a lot, doesn't it?
it does. Horse got a crane-shaped penis, apparently.
It beeps and everything.
That's just because it's so big. Has flashing lights on it and everything, does the horse? Alright, I'll stop. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry.
It's got one of those fucking warning stickers. Warning: vehicle may be longer than it appears, or something. Sorry, I presume this is the main entrance.
It is, yeah.
All right, okay, and in you go. Tag in, tag out.
I draw my weapon and I step through the
Okay,
doors.
and I'll do steps in front of him. No.
Okay.
From behind.
It's like hands over it,
As
like
you kind
putting
of
the wall
walking
back.
in with your with pylon on, you see-
Never mind. Sorry, Dick.
So as you kind of walk in behind the kind of front desk in this kind of grandiose kind of chamber with kind of ceilings about 20, 30 feet tall, you can kind of see on either wing that there's like row upon row of kind of ancient texts, books. There's maps plastered across walls and on tables. And on the front desk, you don't see the kind of blonde-haired female that you were looking for, but you do see small, kind of sort of similar kind of green clothing, hair kind of neatly kind of tucked behind his ears. A halfling who stood there with a giant kind of smile on his face, kind of welcoming you towards him.
And I'll say, well, I believe I was misled as to who I would find sitting behind this desk. You're no blonde bombshell. Sorry.
Oh no.
Sorry, I'm joking.
I can't remember what name I gave it, to be honest.
Tafar or something, wasn't it?
Jafar.
Afna.
Oh my god, did I say Tafar? Oh, I've not heard that name in fucking years. I'll have to tell you that story after this. Remind me to tell you that story. And yeah, Jafar.
I have a lot of questions.
I have so many
Yeah, you're in for a fucking story and a half. Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Ding.
What?
Should
What's-
we take a break and find out about this name?
You can
We
do.
just had a break.
Yeah, no, that's true. We did. We should. No, continue.
You can wait. Like,
I'm impatient, Kieran.
oh, that's clear.
And I have ADHD, so my mind wanders.
As
So,
you kind of walking,
yeah.
smiling towards you, and kind of walk up to him, so to his side. You say?
So, hello, gentle stroll. I was pointed in your direction after talking to the lovely barkeep over there. I was wondering if you would get us in contact with. Did he give me the name of the supervisor?
No.
No. I am looking for a supervisor for products. I nearly said
Well,
it.
Really putting you in trouble today, though.
I'm really
Clearly
having trouble.
issues with his name.
Yeah. I'm looking for supervisor who governs products.
So you were looking for the supervisor of products?
Yes.
Right, okay. I can put you in contact with the supervisor. His supervisor is Prolix. Supervisor is currently Greece. His supervisor is
I got
Greece.
cheese.
That's the head, isn't it?
Come again?
That's the head, isn't it?
Yes. So the head is currently taking on a bit more of the duties with the Allegiance, kind of like the kind of group of archaeologists that are delving into not only Kilmora but into Bezoxen, into Gordranus, and a couple more other potential sites that might shed some light on the calamity.
I'm so sorry. I'm confused. You said the supervisor's name is Grease?
Grease, yes.
Do
Grease Alacritus.
you want me to send you? Where's it from? Fuck.
It's written
I've lost
already
it.
up.
Oh, there. Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
Yes, is there any concern for Prolix or?
No, not at all. He just conscripted us to help him with his investigation. So, in one way or another, we're employed by this establishment, and we have some findings we would like to report to him. So, we're wondering if there is a way Greece can get us back.
Yes, absolutely. But he's in Kazakhstan.
For fuck's sake.
Let me put this politely. How the fuck are you over here?
Let's call it a
Fell asleep on a cart ride.
fell asleep on a cart ride, which happened to travel very, very far. I mean, very far.
So let me get this straight. You fell asleep
Yes.
in a cart.
Yes.
And now you're over here,
Yes.
some maybe 3,000 miles away from Kazakhstan.
Yes. Any other questions?
Yes.
I'll just get Grease. Kind of hops down off of like the stool that's keeping him propped up, and his headline just barely clears the desk as he walks over to kind of to pick up what you can only assume to be a stone, and he kind of speaks into it, holds it to his ear.
Then fucking yeets at
waits for a
Logain's head.
response. Waits for a response. Sends him the message, puts it down, and walks back to you and goes, "If you'd like to take a seat on the right there, please, for me. Don't touch any of the scrolls.
You see Dad is already hovering his hand over one.
He'll be with you in around about 2 seconds." And as he kind of turns around, bam, right in the middle of kind of your group, you kind of see this elderly, like dark green skinned kind of goblin
Ooh.
hop into the middle of you and go, "So, what have you got to tell me?"
No, apologies.
Sorry for scaring you. My name's Grease. You said you had some information for Prolix?
Yes, I am Dowdo, and these are my companions. Companions, say hello.
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 Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. My name's Grease. That was so forced from like 3 people. So hello, companions. Hello.
Sake.
It's like we're just letting Daldu live his like I've escaped, get home.
You are such an enthusiastic bunch, right? So, what have we got from? Wait, if you were working with Prolix, how are you here and he's still over there? So many questions.
Funny that you mentioned that. So,
Yep. Go.
I was traveling on a cart. Somebody picked me up, and I fell asleep. And you won't believe it. That cart traveled a very long distance. Very long distance. And when
Make me a deception check.
Oh, lads.
Or a persuasion check.
Oh, lads.
You have to make.
It's a natural 20, but I get an 18.
got a -2.
Yeah, no, a natural 20 plus beat. You could only get if he got a natural 20, then he would have seen through it. That is a fantastic tale, and you will have to tell me more about it later. First things first. I'll get in contact with Prolix, and he just kind of closes his eyes, and it just looks like he's focusing really, really hard, like he's squeezing the shit out, basically.
And Daldy just like touches his forehead.
Sure. As you kind of touch his forehead, like almost like the nail, you kind of feel the warmth, kind of like the amount of like heat energy that this little goblin is giving off is tremendous. Like he is just so energetic and so like bouncy for being so old and being so kind of.
After he touches the forehead, Daldy like turns to Logain and is like, "I thought he was trying to fall asleep."
And he kind of eyes bamf open and he's like, right, okay, so I've spoken to Prolix. We owe you money.
Yes.
We will sort that out. He also told me of the mission that he gave you guys. He also is very confused as to how you're here, but I told him that you got here by falling asleep on a cart. He said that you guys were in the bottom of Gordranus. I don't know how you got on a cart from the bottom of Gordranus, but
There was a cart waiting at the bottom. And we got on it. And we said, let us off at Bazoxon. And we fell asleep. And your man driving, forgot. And it was kind of like one of those, we were all sitting in a circle with our heads slumped onto the other one's shoulder, like it was a cute little ring. Like
we'll have to send more of our investigators into Gordranus because we did not know that option was available.
At the very bottom, like not the bottom, there's a secret very bottom.
Well, Gordranus changes. We know that Gordranus kind of changes as different people go in, but if you're saying the very, very bottom, we will spend more research and more time going down there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You're going to need lots of drilling equipment. Very, very deep.
Right, we will hire that when we get there.
And Logain just like...
So we owe you money.
Daldy's like, shut up, Logain.
And 50 expedition crews went missing.
Prolix has also given a recommendation letter for your work to be involved with the sort of allegiance of Allsight and any kind of missions that we might need you for. He said you guys are mercenaries, I believe. So we might need you for some missions if you're okay with that. I will have to speak with James, make sure that he's okay with it. We have some things that we might need people for. We do pay well. We're not heathens. We do pay for every kind of job that we give you. We do owe you. Prolix said, I couldn't quite remember how much Prolix said. How much money did he say that we owe you? Was it 500 gold pieces?
I don't know. Didn't write it down.
It was. That's enough to pay my debt.
Anyway, what we'll do is because
come underneath this, lads.
Anyway, because you actually brought us more information than we actually need, including but not limited to what the Consortium of Vermilion Dream is doing, we will actually double it to 1,000 gold.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
And on top of that, if you will, we do have a couple of missions for you.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, Ding.
We will pay you a signing bonus of exclusivity if you're willing to. Just take part of a couple things that we might need. Yeah.
Hear that? I'll do. I'm about to pay you back.
Yeah. So.
I'm about to have money again. I can afford to do things very soon.
That's just if you're interested. So if there's 1,000 gold, we will get that sorted for you in the next 10 minutes. The treasury should be, and he kind of closes his eyes, and should be on it now. So they now know about the gold. So can we offer you a job?
Dalimil will say, give me a minute to talk it over with my crew. And we'll just take a step outside. And be like, you mentioned something like an exclusivity thing. Are we fine with just working with these people?
They have to pay. They have to buy. You have to buy exclusivity though.
It's probably worth 1,000.
No, thousands because we got extra information. No. Of course, come on, man. You got to be better at haggling here. Okay. Get Ash in there. Ash is unreal at haggling. In you go, Nova.
All right, in you go, Nova.
They want an exclusivity deal.
They're giving us an exclusive.
But why are they paying us for the exclusivity deal?
You're an ass.
Okay, I go back in. And what was your man's name? Derek, was it?
Yeah.
Don't threaten him.
Grease.
I'm not. It's what?
Grease.
Grease. Listen, Grease. The exclusivity thing. Are you paying us extra? Like, you know, right? So listen, right? When a man, no, listen. Okay.
Where the fuck is that going? You just said
to have an exclusivity, we need an upfront cash sum.
Yeah, we know how exclusivity deal works.
Perfect.
We will be paying you 750 gold pieces.
Make it 800. There's 4 of us. It's 200 each. Come on.
Yeah, okay then, fine. 800 gold pieces for an
I'm so out of debt. This is brilliant.
An exclusive contract to work for just us. We have a couple of things that we need help with. We can't actually do them because we don't have
The spunk. The spunk.
Kind
The
of
spunk.
reaches up and he kind of grabs you kind of abs and goes and it kind of that you seem to have. We're just scholars. We just excavate. We look at things. We know a little bit of magic. James is a wizard. He's shit. But yeah, we've got a couple of things that we need your help with. Eventually, we are going to be running an expedition down to the Netherdeep and hopefully get through to there. So we will need you guys at some point to help with a group of us to get down there. We are getting attacked by some really, really cuntish people.
Say less. I'm okay with that. I will fight them.
In all red.
Oh, yeah, they don't seem to like us either.
Yeah, on the grapevine I've heard. We do actually have a spy in the consortium of Million Dream. He kind of relays this information to us. So we do know of their minor hatred for you guys for stopping them getting something that may or may not be quite substantial in the Netherdeep. Getting there.
they only hate us because they ain't us.
Yep.
Exactly.
And Logan's like, they hate us because they ain't us. Like echoes it like.
They hate yous because they ain't yous. All right, crap. So.
No.
I don't know what it is.
Say it. Grease, say it the proper way. Come on, you got this. They hate us.
They hate us because they ain't us.
There we go.
Right. Anyway, so your goal should be here. Now he goes bamf, and next to him, he kind of teleports in a chest, substantially large chest, with 1,800 gold pieces in it.
Oh.
And he goes, so the Treasury Department has given us this much for your fees for the first job for Prolix. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it. Really glad that you stopped Aloysia. Pain in the ass, especially with that broken glass dagger.
Oh, question.
Yes.
What does that do? We've seen this multiple times now.
Ooh. So you know how you've got the vestiges of divergence? I can see that there are 3, 4 in your possession. Don't know how a group of adventurers have 4 vestiges of divergence. Especially some that shouldn't really be there. 4 vestiges. You got the vestiges of divergence, yeah? There's another side of sort of divine weaponry, and we'll call these arms of the betrayers.
Oh shit.
So like you've kind of got ones So you've got the ones that are kind of made by the good people, like the good gods for the calamity on the good side that were fighting for humans and all of kind of life itself. And on the other side of the kind of scale, you've got the armed
We became
betrayers.
Frank real quick.
And the other side of the Glaven, you've got the arms of the betrayers, and these were kind of arms given to the kind of puppets and kind of devoted kind of charlatans of the kind of betrayer gods as kind of weapons to kind of combat the arms of the vestiges, but obviously they weren't powerful enough. But the one that you have seen on Elisha's belt is called the Blade of Broken Mirrors.
Hmm.
And it's really good at changing their appearance.
Oh fuck!
So is
It was me, Barry.
Lucinda
Ah,
Alicia?
he wanked you off. Okay.
Go on, Ash.
What?
So is Lucinda Alicia or is Alicia Lucinda?
Ooh.
Because Lucinda had that dagger last we've seen because the cunt stabbed me with it.
We do.
Isn't that right,
know-
Ghost?
We do know that
Who's
Aloysia
Ghost?
has,
My name's Eldon.
has taken many forms. We know of 3 of them. We know of Aloysia. We know of a small ginger dwarf with a beard called Lucinda. And we also know of one that was a kind of black, kind of metallic dragonborn, but the name kind of slips. We do know that there is an affiliation between the Consortium of Vermilion Dream and a sort of really kind of small, kind of quote-unquote terrorist group that has taken over a city over in Wildmount. We are fully aware that they are not who they seem to be. Those are the only personas that we know of so far. But the Blade of Broken Dreams is an arms to betrayers. It's very distinct. You'll only find one of them. And it's really good at helping them change their appearance. So Elisha can appear different than they are now, and will probably keep changing how they look.
And do we know if like breaking, it's a mirror? Did you say a mirror dagger or something? Is it?
It's called the Blade of Broken Mirrors. It is a dagger made of what looks like broken glass, but
Okay.
based on your knowledge of the vestiges that you currently hold, you get a sense that there is some sort of divine protection that stops them from being broken,
Mhm.
or it's kind of they're a fixed kind of point in reality. They cannot be broken, cannot be changed, cannot be destroyed, cannot be broken down.
Okay.
Unless, no.
Hmm.
So it can't be destroyed, is what you just said, sorry.
Essentially, yes. It's the gods themselves that they are linked to are not dead. They are banished into their own kind of prison realms, but because they are not dead, the kind of echoes of their existence shall live on.
Oh, okay.
Much like in Gordranus.
Right. Well, I guess we have to keep an eye out for everyone we talk to now for that little knife in their hilt or
Yep.
somewhere.
Yep.
Shit.
It can be quite sneaky. Heard that they're quite a difficult bunch. I don't know if you've ever crossed over the ones in Wildmount. I know that there's another group that they're linked to over in Exandria. Was a failed plot maybe 30 years ago regarding some of the members of this kind of group in Exandria and an artifact known as the Eye in the Hand of Vecna.
Never heard of it.
You've heard of? Never heard of it?
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
I'm joking, I'm joking.
So it's really quite.
Yeah, I know.
They're actually quite dangerous. The eye was regained. The possession of the eye was regained. The hand, someone kind of got away with it. It's a whole story. If you've ever come across Fox before, quite a. They kind of helped us a few times over here in Oncarel.
Yes, I've heard tales of Vox Machina. Some believe him to be a myth.
I will assure you that they are not a myth. That's why we sell Grog Strong Jar Ale over here.
Yes, definitely a myth. sorry.
But yeah, so are we good? Are we able to do business together?
I believe we can. So,
Right, so,
let's say we shake
you
on
kind
it
of-
when he spits in his hand.
He kind of bamps in a contract, like a pre-written existing contract of exclusivity. So if you could just sign here at the back, please. You can read it if you want. You can take it away, read it. There's nothing shady in there, don't worry. It's basically just saying that we have an exclusive contract to use you as mercenaries for missions and for jobs and yada yada yada, and we will pay you X amount per job that we do.
Nice. I'll leave Nova to read through the fine print.
There is no fine print. It's very kind of a basic contract. Basically means you do this for us and only us, and we will pay you based upon performance.
Yeah, I think
the result, then the more money you make, basically.
I think we can agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take it.
Grand. So, we do have actually a mission that we need you for sort of immediately.
Well,
Would you guys be willing to do that, or would you need like a couple of? Would you need like a day or so? We don't really have a time frame on this. We just need to find an item. Was kind of stolen from us. Might have ended up in God, what's that place where everything fucking ends up?
the hole.
The Bone Garden. It might have ended up in the Bone Garden.
No.
So yeah, it's
This is
Actually,
this is not bueno at all, guys.
Whatever do you mean?
It's what is called a figurine of wondrous power. We did have it in our kind of investigation kind of hut. You may have seen it on your way in, but it just ended up missing. We don't know how, but we have heard there have been some of these figurines that have been taken, and one has been seen in the Bone Garden. It's just a place where things end up when they go missing. We don't know why, they just end up there. People just pawn it off for that extra bit of cash. And are you guys okay doing this? We will pay you 500 gold pieces for the successful.
We are in the money. Sorry.
500 gold pieces for the reclamation of our figurine of wondrous power. An extra 250 gold pieces if you find out how it got to the Bone Guard.
Okay.
Take this down, Zaj.
I'm not, mate.
There's an optional.
Who's got the
money.
fucking- Oh, yeah. Do we add it into our bank accounts now?
No. Wait, how much
Oh,
speed?
Not yet.
Oh, no, wait, it's
So
after
you've
this.
got
I haven't done the math for the other one.
Yeah, I didn't do it either. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
We'll do it in a second.
What is it you're looking to know?
Can we get a description of it?
So the figurine of wondrous power. It basically looks like a small kind of white marble elephant.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's basically like a small white marble elephant, and that is literally what it looks like.
Okay.
It's kind of.
What were the? Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Go on. I'll ask me.
Yeah, so it's just basically like his front right leg is typically raised in these figurines of 100 power, made of sort of yeah, it's just marble. It's about 4 inches high and about 4 inches long. Yeah, it's just a marble elephant.
Okay. What were the elephants that the other guys were using last night? What did they look like? Sorry, I didn't ask.
Make me an intelligence check to see if you can kind of remember what they look like. You'll have seen them.
I can't.
So, they would have had 3 on the table, about 4 inches long, 4 inches tall, and made of marble. But inside of the marble, you would have seen kind of like veins of like a an amberish, kind of reddish, kind of stone or gem that kind of veined its way through the kind of marble.
Okay, and this one's just pure marble.
This is just pure marble.
Nice. Okay. Anything else we want to ask? Or need to know?
If you are looking for any sort of, I can see that from your sworded friend. It's a nice sword, by the way. Why did you get that?
I bought it.
Where did you buy it? I've never seen a sword that looks like a lightning bolt.
I don't remember what the place is called.
It was in Bazoxen, wasn't it?
It was in Bazoxen.
Yes.
Oh, okay. There's some weird artifacts from there. If you are looking for any sort of armors, because I can see that your leather armor is looking a little bit tattered. I can see some good puncture marks, some burn marks. Did you get burned lately?
Yes.
Fire. You did.
I have.
Okay. Okay. There's also quite a lot of stab holes in there as well.
There's some blood, a lot of blood while I got burned as well. Yep.
Oh, okay. There is a really good forge called the Sunfire Forge in something called the Ridge, which is kind of like if you look on your map, it's the very top left kind of district, just before you hit the mountain range. That's kind of at the back here. Well, that's mountain range we call it. It's more like giant sand dunes. That is where you'll get your kind of the best armor in the kind of city. If you are looking for somewhere really nice to stay, we recommend in the kind of Serpent Bach, there is a really nice tavern and inn called Step Aside. It's really comfortable. It's around about a gold piece a night. Don't stay anywhere like the Golden Chip. It is absolutely atrocious. There are rats, cockroaches, the lot. It is disgusting. Any sort of magical stuff, we have a shop here on campus if you need any sort of magic stuff. There is a place called Mystic Pursuits in the Suncut Bazaar that also deals with some really good stuff there as well. And also the Bone Garden has quite a lot of magical items that end up there from either being sold or just making their way there. So that's as much information as I can give you in terms of shops in Oncarel. You might find some little kind of stalls that sell stuff as well.
Would we, so on the way in, we seen the building, and it looked like students trying to identify stuff. Do you have to pay to get something identified?
Oh, no. Because it's students, they're learning. Did you see like the little circles on the tables? Those are kind of assisting them in casting the identify spell. the runes are kind of focuses for them, so it might take a little bit longer than say someone who's been practicing magic for years might take, but it's just there to give them some assistance.
Okay.
Is that everything that I can help you with? Right, grand. You guys get on with that. I will be here. Just ask at the desk here. Either the blonde or the halfling will get in contact with me through my sending stone. Good luck. And he kind of claps his hands and bamps out.
Nice.
He was a whirlwind, wasn't he?
An interesting character, to say the least.
I like him.
And of course you do. You're just as... I mean, what?
Now, Daldu, less judgy.
So... Bone,
Wait, the money.
Oh, I just kept it all.
Let's figure out the money then now.
So it's
1800?
450 each.
Oh.
It's 450 each.
Yeah.
For horse, you get 488.
So... I go up to...
Oh. I'll buy it.
And that's including interest, because just before I was expecting you to go, what about the interest? And I was like, that is the interest. I'm very disappointed you didn't, because I was ready.
And the interest?
That is the interest. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh,
Alright, I just need to play that in 2 seconds.
alright.
Yeah, we have a quick 2-minute break. I need to pee.
Sure.
But Ash is
So
going to
we'll
pee.
look at a half.
Ash is going to pee.
Yeah, like gonna excitedly scurry along and like just take everything in around me and like see what games there are and things.
Oh. Like fix
Sorry,
it?
it's just me. So,
Oh,
no,
oh,
I
he's after
clicked
rolling. Oh, we're in a
No,
combat.
no,
Get your weapons
Let's
out!
roll!
Get your
Let's
weapons
roll!
out!
I draw my sword.
I cast fireball! I cast fireball!
So as you kind of walking along, you can hear like a bar.
Oh, that's a one! That's a one!
So
That's not one!
So Nova kind of really hypes herself up in this kind of positive way. She's like, come on Nova.
I got this.
And then on the first rung of the ladder, kind of grabs hold of it, loses her foot and twists herself in the rope ladder, flips upside down and smacks her head against the floor.
And all you hear, even though it's a busy street and a busy like carnival or whatever it is, all you hear is fucking Daldu's echoing across the street.
That I go into people's streams
Can
and
we-
be like,
Can we
how
like,
much
say that
to
we
wipe your tail?
don't want to, and then kind of point out that we kill these animals?
sorry pal, how much there, how many subs there, or how many bits or something
If you want to
for
say
me,
it.
for you to wipe your tail?
Okay.
And just to
Okay,
say,
okay,
just
then
do that for the whole
look, we
video, like get like
want to go with
6
you,
guys to
and
wipe their
probably
tails.
best you move on.
I think it'd be a
otherwise
gas
we
video.
might end up like these creatures here.
Oh,
Cause like, let,
I was trying to intimidate.
Oh no!
Is that a threat?
No, it's an intimidation. You stupid fucker.
Okay. Roll me intimidation, please.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
I got personal for a
I'm
second
not
there.
good
Did
at
you hear
these games.
that?
I'm trying my best.
If we can't get that open, then we'll have to try and blend in. So maybe Daldu will run down the street and he'll run down a little bit and then try and just kind of. Oh man, I'm so recognizable though. No, I have to keep running. I can't blend in. I'm a fucking turtle.
This is the choice that you made, horse.
I gotta fuck myself up a little bit here, haven't I? Oh jeez. I was like, yeah, blend in.
I can't blend in. I'm a fucking turtle.
Where's the guy with the shell on his back, boys? Don't fuck me.
It's not like they're not a. It's not like they're a common species either. Where you can kind of like go, oh, they kind of blends in.
Oh, athletics is a 1. Okay, we'll take that. Never mind.
Oh.
No.
So Nova and Alduin, you kind of sort of blend in with the environment around you. You kind of shift and become one with the crowd. Logan,
I'm stuck with the fucking slow ass. It's Logan. Logan, ding.
Logan, as you're running, you're like, Logan.
That's it.
Fair enough.
There, need it. Delicious.
Okay.
Around about 10 minutes go by as Nova and Alduin are kind of walking down the street, and you're not hard to miss. You're a 6'3" tall human, like quite strong and
Built like a shit.
quite. Yeah. There's a new in Spelljammer, which is the next kind of expansion. There's a group of enemies called vampirates.
Oh jeez.
So looking forward to this. That's going to be my next setting for like a D&D game. Spelljammer.
For some reason that reminded me of. Did I ever tell you the Pathfinder character I had? No.
No.
I had a Dampier alchemist, which was a lot of fun. Dampier is like half human, half vampire. So there were some cool kind of racial abilities you got with it and all that sort of stuff. But it was very fun to play, very fun.
What did you do about the kind of blood-sucking cravens?
Yeah, see, that's you're trying to manage that side of it, you know. So I think if I remember correctly, I played in a sense of you got these negative negative stats if you weren't like drinking blood every now and then, sort of thing. So I would only I would rarely drink blood because he was trying to kind of stay away from the vampire side as much as possible. So I would purposely take those negative effects most of the time, but like every now and then I'd have to try and even out and take blood from something, you know. It's fun.
Cool. Right, what
Oh,
are we
before
doing?
you do, I need to tell you this.
Okay.
Somebody put in my work group chat.
Wait,
At
this is
my
on stream,
boss's
yeah? This is
funeral,
on stream, yeah?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, just double checking.
Go on.
At my but you know what? I respect it. Because sometimes you never know what's going to come out of my mouth.
Yeah, well,
At my boss's funeral last week, standing at his coffin, I lean in and whisper, "Who's thinking outside the box now, Gary?" And I don't know, that made me laugh and I needed to share it. Ding, ding! Before you go any further, tell them the joke.
What joke? Oh.
if it's that fucking boobies one.
This,
No,
no.
I found it today that what was it? You're not
The
allowed to
camping
run
grounds.
you're not allowed to run on camping grounds. You can only run because it's past tense.
Oh god.
Oh god.
so good.
Jesus
That's so
Christ.
Anyway.
That's so
what are we
good.
doing?
Asking for a friend, how much is a prostitute?
I will ask
That's
roll
what
20.
You talking like
Roll
body
20
parts,
now.
or are you talking like?
Just one that I can like fold up and put.
Oh god.
Jesus.
An arcane prostitute.
Arcane. Does that mean
If
she
you
can
want
do
one-
shit
Yeah,
with
if you
magic?
want one that-
interesting night.
kind of like an arcane sex doll, if you will.
You'll be fucking yourself by the end of the night's edge. It'll be like playing with portals, you know, you put your dick through one hole and it comes into your mouth.
Oh god. Horse, Jesus Christ. What is wrong with you, man? Holy fuck, you've clearly thought about what would I do by the
I
portal
would have
gun?
never thought that in my life.
Yeah, like what I was thinking is
There's
I'd
a
have one
fucking
portal by the
meme
fridge
about
door.
this. Are
Like,
you joking? Somebody's 100% animated this before, like.
And, we will,
And I think at
we
the
will
end,
call
like,
them-
Sorry, go on.
We will call it the Portal Blow 2 AI.
And I think, if I remember correctly, at the end, like, you don't actually see anything, but I think at the end...
It'd actually be called the Portal to Blow Me and I. I'm so sorry, Horse. It was in my mind.
Gosh.
I needed to get it out there. I'm so sorry.
But like, if I remember correctly, I think at the end, like, he closes the portal and it's just, you just hear like a like a knife noise, you know what I mean?
Oh
It was
no.
like, "Ah!"
It was in there.
Right, what are we doing?
I don't know.
What are we doing?
Somebody else choose.
What was that? Was that a fucking harmonica?
Someone just
Yeah,
shit themselves a little bit.
I heard a fucking harmonica there.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? Like, which of you cunts has a harmonica? Ghost.
Who's
No, not me,
about to
man.
bust out a blues tune?
No.
I've got a harp in my room. No, I'm harmonica.
That's such a fucking bitch.
That doesn't. That sounds like that was the most posh sounding fucking flex I've ever heard. We
What
don't
was
have a
that?
harmonica in the room. We have a harp.
Daddy insisted that if I was going to play music, it must be classical. So he bought me a harp.
I
How you
just
scroll?
done Dragon Force with the Fire and the Flames instead.
Because I used to play it on Guitar Hero.
Thought it was rad.
Yeah, grand
Sorry,
stuff. How are you?
Well, I need new armor.
New armor.
To the shops.
Call Will and Shuppa.
To get from where you are to what the actual map for you. Get from where you
It's
are
somewhere
to
on the top
where-
left or something.
It's in the top left. It's an area called the Ridge. The ridge is in this top left corner here. Up in the top.
Cav's going on
So
about
you
being
kind of
engaged,
walk
so we can't
around
get
where you
over it
are
already.
over
Fuck's
here.
sake.
Round,
Hey, you did this, Scruff. This is on you.
Here, and then up here to where it is in this kind of middle section in the shopping area. It'll take you about 2 hours roughly to get there. By foot, you could, if you needed to, get a sort of kind of like a taxi or a tuk-tuk. Taxis are typically horse-drawn carriages. The tuk-tuks are kind of like a two-person kind of cart, and the actual cart itself is pulled by a Harrington, which is like a
Like your man from Stranger Things. Oh.
no, not Steve Harrington, like a Harrington, is it?
The Sharingan from fucking Naruto.
No, that's. The Harrington is kind of like a rabbit folk. Originated in the Feywild, and were kind of brought over here and employed minorly against the will by the kind of big bosses of this kind of taxi service in Oncarel. Entirely up to you. You could add. It'd be if you want to get there fast, the Harrington is the faster option, and it would cost you like 2 gold. If you want to just get like a normal horse-drawn carriage, it will be around about 5 silver. Takes a little bit longer. Not as urgent.
What do we think?
Well, you're paying. I'm
I'm
absolutely
not
fine.
paying. Yeah.
Okay, so then we're all walking.
What? I thought you were looking for fucking armor. Wait, what?
Am I gonna go by myself?
No, we're going with you, but you're paying for me.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, jeez. Yeah, sorry. For some, I came across as if you wanted us to chip in.
that's what I thought. Yeah. It's like you're on holidays at Dubai, and you turn around, the taxi man says it'll be a tenner. Do we want to? Yeah, you're paying. Get in, dickhead.
Like a Harrington will get you right outside the door if you need to get right outside the door of a particular shop.
Take us to Ghost Desired Shop, Steve.
The kind of rabbit turns, the Harrington kind of turns around and goes, fine, and kind of puts his feet down, and then kind of like Fred Flintstone just pelts his way around. It takes around about 15 minutes using this kind of transport ghost, you will have to move 2 gold if you're taking just Sag, or 4 gold if you're taking
God.
both, because you'll need to hire 2 Harringans.
Are you making a fat joke because we got a turtle?
No, because it's only a two people carriage.
Oh,
So
sorry.
it's only a kind of rabbit boat.
Just
Strong,
just
sprinty, but
tie some rope
So I can
around
only
me,
take
and
2
then
people.
so you can either take yourself and someone else, or you can take everybody.
Could we tie a rope around Daldu to the back of it and he'll like just slide around in the shell like?
that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I had a feeling
It would constitute as carrying another person. The Harrigan wouldn't be able to do it.
Well, we tried.
Fuck's sake. The armor better not be that expensive. Was it 4 gold for everyone?
4 gold for everybody, yes.
Okay. There you go.
And he sets off pelting his way around, along with another Harrigan kind of taxi behind him. And with about 15 minutes, you make yourself to the Sunfire Forge, which is kind of built partially into the side of the mountain that kind of borders the north side of the district. And it is the kind of premier blacksmith and weapons manufacturing on Corel. You can see that it actually has kind of like a unique kind of power source as you walk in that it's liquid kind of sunlight, which is harvested from like iridescent crystals, which are lining the roof as you walk in. And this consistent heat of this kind of concentrated form of energy allows for the kind of creation of this fine metal work. And you, as you kind of walk in, you see a half-elf, kind of stocky male, hammering away on this kind of already heated metal. Who kind of stops as he sees you walking and goes, hello there. Is there anything I can help you with?
I am looking for a new set of armor.
New set of armor.
Improvements. As you can see, mine is very
Fucked.
worn,
Is-
field
fucked
tested.
is- Yes, fucked is the word I would use for that.
Yes.
Looks like you've taken quite the beating with that stuff. Come sit down. What kind of armor are we looking for?
What have you got?
We make most of our stuff custom. So it depends entirely upon the kind of armor that you're after. Are you after sort of the kind of fine leather one that you've got now? Are you looking for something a bit more bulky, a bit more it's preference.
Yeah, I want something more bulky that will allow me to, absorb more damage, in combat.
Something a bit more
Nice design as well.
Actually,
That's good metal. Some strong metal, not leather.
Like the one that's in Wolverine. That's the one in Wolverine.
The one in
Wolverine.
I don't know, I've never actually watched that movie as well.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yes, I know exactly what metal you are on about. For someone, you look more like rather than your roughish kind of fellow there with a big hammer, you look a bit more into kind of swords and kind of being up in front of.
Up in front, this cunt. Joking. He's in the back with his fucking echo,
Hey,
being like, "Which
my
one are you gonna
Echo
hit?"
needs armor, man.
You look like you could also wear any type of armor as well. I
I love how
would-
this is Ding's way of telling Ghost he can wear whatever. Like, you look like you could wear whatever armor you wanted. sorry,
Take
sorry.
the fucking hint.
I personally would recommend that you wear something like a breastplate.
But is the sexy armor breastplate like, you know, like just the tits?
So that is our female
Is it like
range.
Xena's armor?
No, that is our female range. The male range, it actually protects you.
Okay.
Female range seems to be a bit more of a fashion. They seem to enjoy it. Jokes aside, all armor is made equally. We don't just do breastplate bikinis for them. We do full breastplate armor. So yes, any armor for you. You look like you are kind of made for anything. So it depends upon what you like. Do you like sneaking? Because I could make you some splint armor. But it would have detrimental effect if you were trying to sneak anywhere.
I mean, if I liked sneaking, then the armor would be slightly weaker.
Not slightly weaker. You wouldn't do it as efficiently as you thought you would. But it improves the kind of like the overall armor of you.
Okay. How is there a gold difference like between them two? Is one more expensive?
So a breastplate is 400 gold pieces. That doesn't have an effect on your stealth. The splint is 200 gold pieces, but it does have an effect on your stealth. Or we could remake your studded leather armor and potentially make you a shield.
Oh no!
Your
Then
armor.
this barbarian will always want to jump off of it. I don't want it.
Oh my God! Yes, take a shield. Take the shield.
And
You're gonna have to go halves on it.
The shield, depending on what you want, can range from 10 gold pieces.
Actually, you're
to
fine. I have a shield. I'll give you my shield.
If we want some sort of like Arcane kind of inscriptions on it to help it with sort of, like whatever kind of shield you require, we can make you a shield. Personalized with enchantments. But it depends upon what you want.
I think maybe the splint, because we all don't really sneak that much anyway.
Grand. Okay. I just need you to try and hold this metal, and he kind of puts on top of you what would be kind of like a basic kind of formed splint armor. And while it is relatively heavy with your kind of strength being higher than 15, you are able to kind of wear it quite comfortably. He goes, yep, so that you can walk all right, and you can walk around the shop and just give a kind of demonstration. I was like, grand, that will be ready within 24 hours. Is there any particular kind of metal you want? Do you want a color? Do you want any kind of decorations on it? You just want plain armor, meaning I'm boring and fucking don't want to look at me. I mean, each to their own.
I don't have a specific design. You can fuck around if you want to with it.
Well,
Do whatever.
judging from your sword being in the shape of a lightning bolt, how about
lots
we
of
go for like
lots of
lightning
jagged
theme?
lines, you know.
Yeah, we'll go for lots of jagged lines and like lightning and
Yeah.
maybe put a bit of sort of, because everyone's all about the gods and all that jazz. Maybe we'll put something about called Stormlord as well. See, like, praise him. Yeah, he. We'll put that in there as well.
All right. Yeah, lovely.
So that will be ready. I'll make it out of so the kind of Yeah, so that'll be 200 gold pieces for the splint.
Okay.
And that will be ready either tomorrow or the day after. I will send... Where are you staying?
Where are we staying, guys?
Wherever you want,
with our
baby.
Roger.
Oh. Whoops.
The place that you currently staying is the Golden Chip.
Yeah, now we've got some money, we're gonna go to the nicer one.
So how much was that cost?
Sorry.
It was one
remember.
gold, wasn't it?
So...
Gold is fine.
Thing said.
Lifestyle. So the kind of modest one was 1 gold pieces a day, and the kind of comfortable one, which was the step aside, which was one that Greece kind of recommended, was 2 gold pieces a night. Where are you staying? Just so I know where to send the carrier pigeon, so that we know that it was ready.
Sorry, are you done?
Like where are you staying? You're gonna be staying in the Golden Chip. You're gonna be moving on to somewhere a bit more nicer.
I'll have
You
to
got a
stay
bit
in.
of cash.
Don't know. I'm kind of fine with whatever.
So I'm happy with the golden chip. This is how you keep your money.
Yeah, golden chip, I'm fine with.
And I will send a carrier pigeon with a message to you to the Golden Chip. If it doesn't reach you specifically, it will go to the kind of there'll be like a messenger who is there who will take messages for specific people in the rooms. They have your name and stuff on kind of file anyway when you kind of check in and out, so they will know exactly which room to send the message to. And yeah, so I will let you know in the next 2 days. Hopefully it'll be done tomorrow. Maybe not. If it's not tomorrow, then it will be the day after.
Okay, cool.
Okay, anything for anybody else?
No.
No.
Do you have any turtle-shaped armor?
Looking at you, I don't think I have anything that I could make to complement the kind of arcane armor that you already have.
That's racist. I'm joking, I'm sure.
It's a compliment.
Daldu ends up as a politician in this fucking town now, being like, equal rights for the turtles.
Turtles are naturally kind of have natural armor that's quite high, and most of mine is less sturdy than your shell, so take it as a compliment.
Fine.
I mean, you buy a shield, but
How am I fuck? Sure, that's what Logain's for.
The more people that buy shields, the better for me.
You buy a
ma'am?
shield.
No, thank you.
Okay. I shall back to work now. I was doing another project. Go on, have fun. See you in a day, 2 days. See ya. He just kind of turns around, walks back to the metal he was working before, kind of puts it into kind of like this kind of concentrated sunlight, and as the metal kind of superheats relatively quickly, starts hammering away at it and bending it into shape. What do you plan on doing next?
Is there? Sorry to interrupt. Is there like a little sort of place that sells like local clothing? Because we've come from somewhere like temperate, the right word, to the desert, and I feel like a woolen cloak may just a wee bit sweaty.
Yeah. So in terms of like general clothing to go underneath, like armor and stuff like that, you do kind of see stalls along kind of quite most of the kind of market areas that you've been so far, which do sell kind of like the generic kind of not generic kind of clothing, but kind of like the most up-to-date fashion and kind of region kind of specific clothing that you're looking for. So quite airy, quite loose, kind of nicely kind of spun cotton, loose flowing silk and stuff like that, just kind of heat off of you. For kind of like a full nice, depends upon what you want. If you want like just a basic outfit, like 2 silver pieces. If you want like a bit more of a personalized and a bit more unique look for yourself, then it'd be like between 4 and 8 gold pieces, depending on what kind of clothing you want.
Okay. I'm just thinking that like it might be best if we blend in a little bit, considering we are apparently wanted.
Cut to Daldu wearing now a shawl.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Just like
with holes in it for the spikes. Like.
Spikes?
Yeah, in my head, I've painted you with like a spiky turtle shell. I have no idea why. I can't get over it.
Like Bowser.
Yeah, very like Bowser. I don't know
No
why.
turtles have spiky shells. What are you fucking on? Are you smoking
I don't
something?
think Bowser does.
He wishes.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, the logic, you can't argue with it.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, sorry. That's you're gonna pick plot
Yeah,
holes where
yeah,
you're a fucking human-sized turtle.
I am. I fucking am. Fight me about it.
Okay.
Bitch, you won't.
Listen here, you armor class 17 little cunt. Don't you start.
Sorry,
It's higher than that now.
you're missing 2 numbers.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh god.
It's like 20.
19.
Is it 19?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, he's very tanky.
I'm nowhere near that.
No, I'm not either.
I wonder why, leather boy.
So
Well, okay, never mind.
you are currently armor level 14. For a splint armor, it's armor class 17. If you got the breastplate, it would have been 14 plus your dex modifier.
I'm not even
But it was-
14. I'm armor class 13.
You're armor class 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your dex modifier?
That doesn't sound right.
What kind of armor have you
No,
got?
that doesn't sound right.
It's just plain leather?
Yeah.
Oh, you got just plain leather. Or is it
Not padded leather or anything? No.
It's just leather armor.
No, he's just got leather armor. So it should be 14.
Ugh.
13.
I swear we corrected this.
We did, and it
Already.
just changed again. But yeah,
That's you literally got a pity point.
it's 14 for now, but it will be 17 once you've donned your splint armor.
So you're going up 1 in the
No, he's gone up 3.
No, going up 3. Yeah,
Lads,
I'm
I'm
14.
having a moment. Holy fuck.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
Right.
Wow.
I'm so bad. Yeah.
Fuck, and you're
man.
trying to count calories and you can't count that.
The app does it for me, horse. I just
Oh,
put
you're
in what
lucky.
I'm eating and
You're
then it
lucky.
just does. It goes, oh, you're eating blueberries? How many blueberries? And I go like 6
7.
blueberries. And it goes, say, like, when I hit enough calories for the day, it goes, Dinkum!
Wow.
I put in a custom sound.
No. No, you haven't. Right, is there anything else that you want to get done now before we end the session?
No, but I like to buy my clothing.
You kind of, oh yeah, you find clothing.
Yeah.
What kind of look are we going for? Describe what you'd imagine kind of clothing. Whether it be
Oh,
kind
should
of
you give me
like
a hug? Come here,
common,
come here.
or a bit
Come
more
here, give me a hug.
fanciful,
No, it would be purely like,
purely to blend in.
yeah.
So you kind of look around and
So
you
it
see
would
like
just be
what,
common.
you kind of look at what most people are buying, what most people have got on, and you kind of go for the general kind of 5 silver pieces worth of kind of common clothing to kind of blend in. And you will be able to think of what that looks like before next session. So is there anything else that anyone would like to do before we end?
I
Dinker!
don't think so. Dinkum!
And that's where we will end tonight's session.
I'm so sorry. Oh god, why does that make me laugh so much?
Is next Saturday okay with everybody?
I'll say yes for now, because I'm not. There's.
Yes.
Sure, where the fuck would I be going? Yeah.
They hardly let him out of the house.
So fucking surprised when he walks around singing Dinkum!
The worst is when I'm out in public and I put the stuff in the app and the app just goes, Dinkum!
Halfway across the world, not halfway across the sea, he's just going about his daily business. And
I know, imagine if we end up in this, I run in like the weirdly same kind of place at the same time, and you just hear from across the fucking courtyard a phone going, boom, boom, and I'm like, oh, I know exactly who that cunt is.
Guys.
Hi, Saj, nice to see you in X place.
Dingo.
Dinkum, no! Followed by Ash going, oh my god.
That's how we'll end it for tonight. If you think of anything that you want to buy, or if you have any ideas of like things that you might want, drop me a message throughout the week so I can either plan it, price it, or
yeah, I might send you a message or something because I'd like to look for. Well, I've nothing in mind at the moment, but
yeah,
I'd like to try to find something.
But if there's anything you can think of that you think might benefit your character in like combat or to help you in role playing stuff, then let me know, and I will see what I can do. Yeah, that's it.
Totally. Well, thanks for that.
Lovely.
I'm going to just deafen up for a second and end the stream.
Not a problem. I am going to head off now, so I've got to go to bed.
Okay.
All right.
So I shall see you all later.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, mate.
Thanks,
Thanks for the session.
Yeah,
mate.
thanks for the session.
Not a problem. Take it
Let's go,
easy.
Crash.
Take it easy, mate.
See you later.
Were you just stockpiling these fucking memes?
Yep. These are fucking so funny.
How many?
Not too many. Alright, I'm going to definitely be back in 1 second. Alright guys, I am going to end the stream there, and thank you guys for chilling. I know people probably don't find the D&D as good as regular streams, but I enjoy doing them, so I appreciate you lurking. I feel like I usually get some lurkers. Maybe it's good to have on in the background or something, I don't know. There. Yeah, thanks for looking. Thanks for chilling. And I shall see you. I don't know if no plan for a stream tomorrow. I don't know. I'm not really tired just yet. He says it as he's yawning. Fuck's sake. I might stream something else in a bit. I'll see. I don't know. But anyway, if I'm not back online, have a good weekend, and I shall chat to you all Monday. Take it easy. I have someone. Is there somebody to host? Let me have a quick look. I think there is. I fucking know there is. Stretch. Boy Racer. Happy. Do you know what? Where's the Boy Racer? Oh no, Happy. We're gonna have. Oh, is he just chatting now? Does that mean he's ending? I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, we'll send you over to Happy. Alright. Send some love. Send love to Happy. First message if you're sub, second message if you're not. I appreciate it if you spam the bit. And yeah, hope you have a good rest of your evening. And I might catch us later on today. And if not, I'll catch us Monday.
To Chainsaw, the official